How cool is it to see Allie and Mandy with the national team?
So cool.
I know you had stuck around and done some training with Hopes and potentially could make it very soon. Have you had even conversations or thoughts that it could happen soon for you as well?
Yeah, no, I think it's so great for Mandy and Allie, and they both deserve it so much. Even after the year we had, like, they stood out so much, and that clearly showed. So I'm so happy for them. We're happy to have them back with the group. I think they're a key part to our group and just the meshing of the team. They're a key element. So, and yeah, you know, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully, yeah, if the performances are there, then that'll happen. If not, then my focus is on the team right now. So.
How's the first week or so been the preseason with Jimmy?
It's preseason, you know, but it's good. Lots of sessions, a lot of like basics. We have a lot of new faces, so just trying to get the whole group together and, you know, set the groundwork for the rest of the year. But yeah, we have our preseason trip coming up, which is going to be a lot, but it's going to be fun. So we're excited about that.
How critical is that preseason for providing a foundation for the year, but also with so much change last year and so many people coming in midstream?
Yeah, it's so important. I think, especially even Jimmy and the whole coaching staff coming in midway, I don't really think we got to establish our style of play as much as we wanted to, or establish, you know, the way we're going to play, the way we're going to defend and attack. So I think these 2 months really give us a great starting point to, you know, be the team we want to be come March 15th from the get-go. We don't want to have to take 5-6 games. You know, we want to be ready to go right from the beginning. So yeah, these next couple months are going to be really vital for that.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you.
Good.
So you ended the season last year winning the team's Defensive Player of the Year.
Yes.
You were one of 7 Iron Women in the league.
Yes.
All of your stats were phenomenal: tackles, interceptions, passing accuracy. So the big question is, are you the type that it's never enough? You've got huge goals for yourself for the new year, or is it to maintain that kind of amazing status? Like, what's your thought?
I mean, my goal every year is just to be consistent for the team, and I could have the worst game of my life, and if the team wins, I genuinely would be okay with it. But yeah, we all have those little individual goals. I mean, I'd love to be the defender of the year in the NWSL one time. Like, I have those goals for myself. But I think if our team does what we need to do defensively, if we keep clean sheets, if we defend well, then those things could happen, or they couldn't. But either way, I want to win, and I want to win championships. So that's kind of my focus for the year. But it's hard not to think about that stuff, you know. You want it for yourself too.
Well, we're pulling for you for that.
Thank you.
Kind of going off what Trey asked you about, so new faces, but a lot of versatility on where people can play on that back line.
Mm-hmm.
If you were the coach, I mean, how would you lay this out? What do you think we're going to see back there?
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy would like me saying no. Oh, no. Jimmy knows what he's doing, and I think that's why we brought in those players. You know, versatility is so key. I think even in my own career, I've just tried to be available and play wherever the team needs, and we have players like that now. And I think we were missing that a little bit last year, and just the depth that we have now, you know. So I'm excited to see the team gel all together, and, you know, I think we're going to have different faces in different roles, and we're going to have to adapt, but I think it's going to be a good thing for the group.
How different is this preseason with a year under your belt with many members of the group compared, you know, to last year where it's a completely new environment?
Yeah. It's hard not to, I mean, you don't want to reflect too much on last year, but I think we just feel a lot more prepared with this group. I think we're in a better spot than we were last year. Obviously, it was a brand new club, everyone was brand new. So I think the foundations we set last year are only helping us this year, and I'm excited. I'm actually very, very excited to see how we are from the jump, like I said. But yeah.
What are your impressions of some of the new players added to the back line and the defender group?
Yeah, I mean, I think we signed really good players, and really good defensive players, really good on the ball. A lot of different players. You know, we obviously added some Spanish players, some Colombian players, we added American players, so it's cool to see us all gel together, and I'm excited to see the impact that those players get to have on the back line.
Adding Amani, is that almost like a new signing?
I know. We're all pulling for Amani. Like, she's so close to being back, and she's working her butt off. So I think, adding in Amani into that mix when she's fully in training and good to go, that her experience and her leadership is invaluable as well. So we have a whole I'm so excited. We're like spoiled for riches, and last year we were like hanging on, you know. So it's cool to see.
With Amani, I get so inspired every time I hear her talk about her journey and her story.
Yes.
How does that affect you guys in the locker room when you hear and see what she's gone through?
I think that's just who she is as a person, you know, like Amani walks into a room and you listen to what she has to say. She has that power, and her story is so cool and so important. And just making sure that players are hearing her story and she's telling them and she's sharing her story as well. So, yeah, Amani has been so great. She's been working so hard. I cannot wait to see her back on the field because she deserves it more than anyone.
I know you said that you don't want to dwell on last year very much, but how do you? But the last half had a lot of positives.
Yes, that's true.
So how do you take the lessons from last year and build on them this year?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yes, and last year wasn't all negatives, you know, like we persevered through a lot. I think that was like our teamwork was like resilience or perseverance. But we don't want that to have to be our word this year, you know. We want from the get-go to just be an elite team. So I think taking those lessons, taking that hardship, but also just keeping our eyes forward, taking the lessons, but not dwelling on them, like you said. Like, can't change what happened last year, but we can use it as motivation. So I think that's a big part of it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be able to say, have you seen an evolution with Jimmy as coach? Did it feel like he's cooking something up crazy in the off season that he's bringing to the table now?
He's been cooking, yes. No, Jimmy is such a hard worker too, and it inspires the group. I think it makes you want to like work just as hard. And I've learned so much changing roles from outside back to center back. He's helped me so much as an individual player. So I'm excited that the girls are going to have that experience with him as well, especially the new players. Like some of them are coming from clubs that they're saying, I've never been coached like this. I've never had this much attention put into little things. So it's really cool to see. And yeah, I'm excited for him to have a whole season with all of us, for sure.
And do you feel like there's an added layer with the addition of Coach Simpkins and James?
Yes.
And I mean, is that bearing fruit already?
Yes, it's crazy. We have like almost too many staff members, which is just insane to say. Like, it's so good, especially compared to last year, like I said. But yeah, talented group of coaches. I'm so excited to see them, you know, tactically what they're good at and what they bring to the team. I'm excited to work with all of them.
Thank you.
Wonderful. All right, thank you.
Cool.